celebs, when they approach you with a project, do they give you enough
They're
time
cheap.
to? Oh my God.
I think clocking tea is this, and then this is eating. Like you did that.
Wait, there's a difference?
Yeah, I think there's this and there's that.
Do you remember your first drawing, the first thing that you have sketched?
By the time I came here, I did not know how to speak English, and art was my way of expressing myself.
So how does being a Haitian influence you as far as being an artist? And interesting.
So you can look at one of my paintings and there's like 120 images in there.
Wow.
You turn it around, it's another image. Just turn it around, it's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
on the
clients
angle.
love to call me and say, look what I found out today. You had this in there and I never knew that.
What mood normally set the tone for you to draw an abstract where it's very deep?
Before I even paint any abstract or any image per se, I do it in my head first. Like, example, I stopped smoking weed 9 months ago, and cold turkey.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it was such an addiction that I mixed it so much with my lifestyle that I started believing that if I didn't smoke anymore, I probably won't paint, or
Wow.
the knowledge of painting or the feeling that I get from smoking when I used to do it. So I
Welcome back to the Social Link Podcast. Today we're sitting down with a woman whose creativity speaks louder than words. Her art is very powerful, her style is iconic, and her spirit is warm and magnetic. Please allow me to introduce ArtLaurea.
Hello. Hi everybody. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. How you doing?
I like the intro.
You like the intro?
Yeah, I liked it.
You like it? Okay. Oh, we clocking T's now.
Yeah.
How's
I think
everything?
clocking tea is this, and then this is eating. Like you did that.
Wait, there's a difference?
Yeah, I think there's this and there's that.
Oh,
My daughter taught me.
I'm not hip to this.
Yeah,
I don't know.
know.
How have you been?
I've been great.
It's been such a long time.
I know.
You're gonna have to break everything down to me, like everything that you have been going and like that you had going on. Great accomplishments. What's up? I mean, you can give us a brief introduction,
Okay. I came here from Haiti when I was 15 years old.
Okay.
I've been drawing, painting since I can remember. So that's always something that I always knew that I was gonna do. So, Haitians, we are very talented and a lot of artists in Haiti. So I was exposed to a lot of artistry and everything. So by the time I came here, I did not know how to speak English, and art was my way of expressing myself. So that's kind of like my first introduction language in America.
Art.
Yeah, art.
Okay, excellent. Now, let's scale back a little. Who introduced you to art?
My dad.
Your
My
dad?
dad used to be an artist. Yeah,
Really?
I watched him paint since I was little.
Really? Mm-hmm. Does he still paint? Is he
He's
around?
no longer with us.
Okay, sorry
Yes.
to hear that.
No problem. I used to watch him paint in his living room, and I used to draw little things on yellow pads
Okay.
and then sell it to his friends.
No way.
And he told me I was going to be a big artist one day, and I'm going to be selling for real, for real.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. So watching him painting, so you pick up little sticky pads and you're drawing and sketching.
Yes. My brother draws as well. He sings, makes beats, and then draw. And my mom also is an artist. So everybody, art family.
Wow, that's excellent. Let me ask you, do you remember your first drawing, the first thing that you have sketched? What was it?
No, I don't. I just have memories of me doing stuff. But I know when I came to the United States, I used to love drawing an eye with crying tears. That was my,
So
to
that
go
was
to.
your signature?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I was going through it. Art is like therapy. I might have not known this is what I'm probably thinking in my head that I was just drawing an eye with tears, but I think in hindsight, that's probably the state of mind that I was in.
Excellent. So how does being a Haitian influence you as far as being an artist? What does that do for you or to you?
I think, like I said, I've been exposed to art not only from my dad, but everywhere you go, there's some form of artistry in Haiti. I think what it does to me is make me not afraid because I've seen so much and exposed to so much art that it kind of makes you feel like there's not a limit to what you can do. And then Haitians are fearful, like just fearless, and they go for whatever they want, and imagination, and again, like great artists. So
Excellent. You said you had a signature style. Have you changed it, or you kept the same?
I love abstract, which
Okay.
but because I was building my portfolio, I also had to learn how to do portraits and the style that would appease to the clients per se. But I wish to get to a point where I'm not painting for clients and I'm painting things that I feel and the clients would want that feeling
Wow.
and buy it, rather than me doing a portrait, which is God's art in my eyes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like I'm creating something God already created. It's like I'm making a portrait of somebody that already exists, an image that's already there. But when I'm an artist, and like as an artist, I'm doing abstract, I feel like this is my world, and I'm kind of like, I'm not taking away from God, but I feel like I'm a God in that sense.
When do you paint, or I have to find the right expression, the right words for this question. What mood normally set the tone for you to draw an abstract where it's very deep?
Um, so I prior 9 months ago, I would have told you, right, that I would put music so loud that I can't even hear my own voice, music essential. I probably would be smoking weed, rolling up, and that's it. And canvas and my paintbrushes. And literally you could feel the music go through me. I feel the music go through me, and then just being in the zone.
Nice.
I get really indulged, like really into my work when I do it.
I'm trying to get it.
Very focused.
I'm trying to go into that element with you right now. Blank canvas. What do you start with first? Music, emotion, paint, colors.
So before I even paint any abstract or any image for say, I do it in my head first.
Wow.
Yeah, like if I get a client to get me to do a painting, let's say I tell them a month, for like a week and a half, I'm just painting in my head. I'm just learning the image, and then from my head, it goes onto the canvas. So for me, when I do an abstract, I have a feeling. I have a certain idea of what the image would be. But as abstract, it goes like, you can't sketch, let's say, a deck for somebody to say, hey, this is how the abstract is gonna look. You can give them an idea, but as you go in, things changes because of how you start feeling. And so the first stage would probably be to start possibly like sketching little images that's core to me, which would be profiles, woman breast, foot, and then from that I just add up And then I back up, I look at it, and I let the painting speak to me.
Wow.
Yeah. So many times I have done paintings and I'm sitting back and I look at it and I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize I did this. Because
wow, that's
yeah.
very, very deep and interesting.
So you can look at one of my paintings and there's like 120 images in there.
Wow.
You turn it around, it's another image. Just turn it around, it's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, my clients love to call me and say, look what I found out today. You had this in there and I never knew that.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Let me, how often do you start drawing or you start working on a project or painting something that you see vividly in your mind, but when it's time for you to lay it down, you start and you stop and you start from scratch, repaint? How often do you go through that?
Let me get it straight. Are you talking about artist block?
Artist block.
Like
during the session.
During the session, well, when I get clients that wants their painting, there's no such thing as artist block. Like you can just forget about it because you gotta give the work. So artist block comes from my own feelings that I'm not able to put on paper. Like example, I stopped smoking weed 9 months ago, and cold turkey.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it was such an addiction that I mixed it so much with my lifestyle that I started believing that if I didn't smoke anymore, I probably won't paint, or
wow.
the knowledge of painting or the feeling that I get from smoking when I used to do it. So I struggled with that, and I had to ask God to let that He would show me myself through His eyes and the things that I can do through His eyes rather than my own, because I started doubting myself. I think it took 4 months for me to finally do an abstract. I would do portrait because I
3-4
had
months after you stopped.
Yes. And when I did, I felt good because I'm like, I really don't need the weed. So it was kind of like, whew, like I still got it, or I never lost it, or, but it's a mental thing. But I really didn't think I could ever paint without
that's
smoking.
Amazing. That was an amazing story.
Yeah.
For those that are watching, so it's kind of safe to say that you don't have to depend on any type of substance to be focused and get to
I don't even listen to music like that anymore.
Okay, let's
But I will say this, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said when you asked me, I would say 9 months ago, this used to be like that. But when I paint, I cannot just focus on painting anymore. I have to have, that's why people are like, can we talk to you while you paint? And I'm like, I don't care. Like, I'll still be able to multitask. So when I paint now, I'm watching a show. My mind has to be disconnected as I'm going.
Wow.
It's weird,
So there's a science to this.
Man, I tell you. And fun fact, people won't know this. When I'm into a project, like really into it, I'm tired because sometimes I paint for like 14, 17 hours.
That's what I was going
straight.
to ask you. Typically, how long is the session?
Oh, man.
How long that takes?
If I'm really into it, I'm going. Like,
and that's nonstop.
Nonstop. I will say I'll go to the grocery store, make sure I get all my snack and everything so I can snack in between. But my food is right next to me. There's paint everywhere on me. I really like go in. Like, I'm addicted to it when I get into it. But this is the crazy part. So I would go to sleep because I'm tired, I need a break. But I'm so excited that in my dream, I'm still painting. And I'm continuing the project in my dream. And like, even when I even trying to tell myself in the dream, like, oh my God, I'm tired in my dream. And I just throw away the brush. As I'm turning around, my hands are a brush now, and I'm just like doing things with my hand. But I usually finish the project in my dream, so when I wake up, I'm still tired because I never went to sleep technically because I'm working in my mind in my dream. But by the time I wake up, I already done the project in my head,
your
which
head.
makes it easy to finish on canvas.
That's amazing. That's
Right.
amazing. Have you ever done any project that is very emotional to you?
Oh,
where
man,
it makes you
yeah.
kind of like either sad or cry?
So around the time where Kobe, Pop Smoke, and Nipsey Hussle died,
Yeah.
it was like back to back to back. And yeah, it was really dark for me because I was doing them at the same time because they died so fast after the other. I was able to start with this one, and then by that time the other one had died, like, you know. And I used to think that I'm not capitalizing on that until, because I used to be like, it's art and I'm representing these people, until DMX one was on life support. And I said, oh my God, I have to do a painting of him. But my greed was like, I have to do a painting of him before he died. Not even hoping that he'll make it. Not that I was hoping that he didn't make it, but I wasn't focusing on the fact that he perhaps will make it. I mean, people would have bought it. But by the time he went on life support, I was able to do 2 paintings of his.
Of DMX.
DMX. And when he died, there was
That's the goat.
yeah. When he died, I felt so bad. I never sold these paintings.
Have you gotten any offers?
I had offers. I just felt bad. One of them I gave away, and the other one, not that I had intention to sell it, but my daughter was playing with her friend one day and just threw a water bottle, and it put a big hole in that DMX painting.
How do you feel about that?
I didn't feel. I was mad in the instinct of it could have been another painting from a client that she would have destroyed. So not mad of the fact that it was the DMX painting, but more like, come, this is my work, just be careful kind of vibe.
Would you ever sold any of those paintings?
I don't have them no more. I give them away.
You gave them away?
Yeah.
Wow.
Even the Pop Smoke, I did to kind of like commemorate him. I did what they call that? Scavenger hunt in his hometown.
Wow.
For people to find the painting. So somebody found it.
Somebody found it.
Yeah. In New York, I think, yeah.
I would like for you to bring me into this artistry world, into the painting world.
Let's go.
All right. As far as money-wise, I've watched the big dog sells art pieces for top dollars. I've watched even Swiss Beats. Crazy. The Dean collection. Jay-Z. Crazy collection of Basquiat. Basquiat happened to be one of my favorites.
Okay.
Is it true that
You have to die?
you have to die for your face, for a piece of art to escalate to such a level where it's like, it's almost priceless?
Good question. So I don't necessarily think you have to die anymore because it's both ways. I think when you die, there's no question because even artists that makes music, when they die, you see the streaming goes up,
crazy.
you know, because people just thinking, reminiscing. Like I think about Nipsey Hussle when that happened. But I will say this. Now I feel like your story sell more than the art. Sometimes people don't really care about the art necessarily. There's art collectors that are looking for the story behind it.
Wow.
You know, I have a painting called it's from Octavia. So it's a lady that wrote a story in 19 something, like long time ago, and I did a painting that it's a space. It's on my Instagram. It's pretty dope. That's one of my favorite, actually. I had no intention of what it was about or whatever, because I usually don't have a story behind my stuff. I used to lie and I used to create a story, but now I don't, because I'm like, if you want me to tell you a story, I would have been a writer. Like, I'm not a writer. I'm literally picturing something and you put your own story. But ultimately it's my story, my life that makes a give value to a painting. But it was by Octavia Butler. I can't remember the name. Parables of the Sower. That's what the book is. And one of my art collectors seen the painting, and I was like maybe like 90% done, but it has space in there. You know, it's a woman, and there's a lot of stuff. Like, and she's into abstract. She has a lot of my collections. And she was like, "Oh, this reminds me of this lady from this book, you know, Parable of the Sower." And I'm telling her what my idea was, and it's actually the exact story that's in the book that I created.
It's crazy.
Never read the book before.
Wow.
And I was able to tell that story, yeah. Which is like so freaking...
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
unheard of.
Uh-huh. I also did one piece for a client, and I was bringing it to them. It's in New York, and I wasn't done, but I told them that I'll be done when I come to New York. So I just happened to finish it at their house. And they're like, "Can we invite 2 people?" Before I knew it, it was like 12 people in there, and they had, it's in Atlanta.
Paint and slip party.
Or New York or something. But it was like, it brought so many emotion out of people. So I'm making the painting, and
What was it?
An abstract piece.
Abstract.
And I usually don't like know the story of these people, like whatever, like, you know, and I'm really not looking back neither because I'm so focused, you know. But when I was done with the painting, I had a couple cats in there, and they told me that they had cats. I had 12 people in the living room that I painted, and it actually was 12 people in there. I had a towel, FO towel. Mm-hmm. They actually went to Paris, like little stuff like that. It's like art imitates life.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say, because so you didn't know anything about their personal life.
No.
And you just went to work based on...
I don't know. I'm flowing.
You're flowing.
Yeah.
So most abstract are normally freestyling?
Freestyle. All the way. All the way.
And you went dead on smacked.
Yeah, like just telling their story.
Life.
Yeah. Actually,
that's amazing.
And their painting, which is like maybe that size or something, there's like 260 things in there. And I mean, you turn it as something. But you were asking about, do I get sad? So,
yes.
So these were celebrity sad, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then there are people that request for me to do their late ones. And that really hurt me because I'm always having a conversation with them. Like, I'll be like, okay, so they can look at me and they probably like fix my nose because you know that's not my nose. Like, so it gets a little sad.
It gets very emotional.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Have you ever presented someone with an art piece and they started crying?
For sure. I did a jacket for a family because her uncle had died. Mm-hmm. And then I did it in the back. And then basically they kept having her walk with the jacket in front of the family. And everybody just was crying.
Fashion show.
Yeah, just crying. Yeah.
Real quick, name a few things that you have painted on.
A painting of?
Painting on.
Oh, okay. So a wall, murals.
Murals.
Piano.
Piano.
Yeah, a piano. Actually, I did a piano for somebody, and they put their name on it. They acted like they did it.
One of those grand pianos?
No, they acted like they did it. Like they, then it's at a museum now.
So you did it.
Mm-hmm.
And they took credit for it.
Yeah.
And they exposed it.
Yeah. But I always say I do not like drama.
But that's not fair, though.
No, it's not fair. It's not fair. But I also know that everybody knows it's mine because I'm the only one with that style. So it's okay. Maybe in more years that go by, it's even better when I come back and say it was never yours. Chairs,
Mm-hmm.
sofas, a bench. I got to a point where I was like going cuckoo, and I wanted to paint everything in my house. Like my daughter had to be like, not this one.
So you drew.
I mean, clothing as well. People. Yeah, that's it. That I can think of.
That you could think of on top of your mind. Amazing, amazing. Celebs, when they approach you with a project, do they give you enough
They're
time
cheap.
to do? Oh my God.
They want to get it at the best price
Let's
because
talk
they're
about it.
celebs.
So, they trying to lowball or they asking for discounts? Or
Lowball.
they
And I remember I did Kobe when Kobe passed. Was it Kobe? Yeah, it was Kobe. And they tried to lowball me so bad. And that celebrity, I was like, you're always posting like you got it. Like, got it for me too, kind of. But yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. But I had great celebrities too that are a great client. Actually, my career started when Rick Ross bought some stuff from me, because Rick Ross was coming with what they call that? It's a mixtape. He was doing a mixtape, and I painted the cover, and I always look back and be like, that was so not good, like, cause my skill got so much better that I'm like, I could have done so much better. I wish he never shows it. And I remember DJ Stamsnick and then Pierre Louis, like one of them, like, yeah, they reached out to Rick Ross. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to give him this. Everybody was like, no, he needs to buy it. But I was like, I'm going to take 5 of my paintings with me that day and offer him to buy it. He bought all of them that day.
That's excellent.
Yeah, and I moved to Florida with $120. With $100, $120 and a dream. And I just was like, I'm going to go ham.
You went ham.
And I went ham.
All right. Now, we went very, very fast into the painting, into painting and lifestyle and artists and high-end clients. Let's revert back. Let's scale back a little, so the viewers can get to know you a little bit. What were you doing before painting? Not before you become the person that you are right now.
So I came, like I said, I came to in the United States at 15. I did not listen to my parents, like my dad's family, and all they wanted me to do was go to school and just listen, but I didn't, because it was challenging for me coming here with the culture shock and then also the language barrier. I don't know how to speak English. Needless to say, I ended up being in a group home. And from a group home, I literally learned how to paint. And there used to be this lady named Miss Marie that would come there every Wednesday and teach art. And that's that one day that I was looking forward to every day. Like, just when is Wednesday coming?
Was the safe place.
Because that was the space where I knew that somebody was going to come and they were going to care about my needs and what I'm passionate about. And I was actually, mind you, I'm just drawing low eyes, but I'm drawing with pen, not pencil, like with pen. So there's no scratching and doing any of that. And then Miss Marie would come, and again, I don't know how to speak English, and the kids were at awe. So I would just do a little drawing, and then for them to be like, wow. So I don't know how to speak English, but I can see amazement like in their eyes. So I used to be like, they're gonna like me at some point, like whatever. So from there, I always wanted to be an artist, but life didn't really allow me to do that like that. So I think my first job was Carvel, which is an ice cream shop.
Place?
Yeah. And then after that, I worked at a grocery store, like a Publix. I never kept a job. I just knew I could never work for anybody. And then I went and got my degree and became like a phlebotomist. Like
Drawing blood.
yeah, drawing blood. And then I worked for a general doctor for maybe like 4 or 5 months. And then I went to work for a dentist, Dr. Papillon, shout out. And he told me one day that he had to let me go, and that he doesn't think I'll be able to work for anybody. Like, yeah, like, and that was my last job ever.
What
And I
year?
started.
Take me back. What year was that?
I started painting 15 years ago. I am 38, so
your
I was
last
23.
job was 15 years ago.
Yeah, 23 years old. I mean, 22 years old.
Wow. So he lets you go.
He let me go, right? And I came down here. I got my tax money, and I came down here. And I think I went on vacation like for like 2-3 days. And I was like, I'm moving back. I'm moving, not back, I'm moving to Florida. Like there's Haitians here. But again, I had no knowledge of what was my life gonna be. And I have a child that I'm raising
Moving
on my
from
own.
where?
Maryland.
From Maryland.
Yeah.
From Haiti to Maryland.
Oh, I would tell you. Oh my God, thank you for reminding me. This is what brought me to. It's crazy, so crazy. I can't believe I forgot this story. Cause wow, duh. So during that time, after I got fired, I got an email from somebody because I started posting on Instagram, but about my
Posting
art.
your work?
Yeah, but not for sale. I'm just painting to paint,
Right.
you know, like, because that's what I love to do. And I remember getting an email from this lady that was talking about Art Basel. And I've never known about Art Basel before. I had to Google it and then, like, ask, what is that, whatever. And then I sent my stuff, and then they rejected me.
Art Basel rejected.
Yeah, the lady rejected me, and I was like, I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna go, even if I'm not part of it. I'll be
Right.
out there,
Just
you
to
know.
be there. The network is crazy.
Yeah, and I came and I fell in love with it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna start painting. Like that's crazy. Somebody paid attention to me.
So what was the feeling when you get to Art Basel? I need to know.
Art Basel at the time actually was really Art Basel. Like people were paying attention to the artists. Now it's just commercial, like companies that just attach themselves to artists, or so they can just be able to show off their product
Yeah.
through the artist.
When was the last time you went to Art Basel?
I did Art Basel 7 years in a row. I think I did it No, I didn't do it last year. Did I? I don't know. I
You
can't
don't remember.
remember.
Are you
No, I
participating this year?
No.
Because it's next week.
No, I'm not.
Because I would say you should be home right now painting, putting in work.
No.
Are you going to any shows?
I think that's the first time I'm actually gonna just go. And you know what's crazy? I used to hate other artists' stuff. I'm talking
is
about
that?
so self-centered. I would never go to a museum. I don't want to look at other people's stuff. Except my friends that are artists. I'm like, I have to support you. You're great and you're an artist. But like, I don't like other people's stuff like that.
Why is that?
Because I feel like it's either gonna make me feel like I could have done better. And I'm not talking about specifically of my friends' stuff, but in general, it's like, oh, I could have done better. Or, damn, I need to do way more. Like, is that why I'm not there? Like, so I always saw myself as my own competition.
Okay. So it's kind of like, from what you just said, it seems like it's a mixed emotion of you could have done better, or if the artist is like in a way bigger scale and you know your work is
Yeah.
better than that person,
Yeah.
you're like, that should have been me.
Yeah, and I didn't want to live in that space. So I just kept myself, because I usually don't give myself credit that much. I'm so humble in a fear of sometime making somebody else look small because I'm so into myself. So usually, like, even when I meet people and they're like, you paint, you're so good, I still can't see it because I'm like,
You are your worst critic.
yes, I am. Sometimes I have artwork that people love and I'm like, oh, this is so embarrassing.
Wow.
Especially if it's quickly made, if that makes sense.
Let's have some fun with a few questions.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to teach someone to paint in 30 seconds, what's the one chaotic shortcut you'd be giving them?
Chaotic? I mean, like, that's like crazy. Like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, I have this style where I know how I could teach somebody how to make a profile real quick. So it would be one small circle from the top, another small circle starting from the a quarter, and then the nose goes right here, which is a tip, and then the two bubbles right here, which is like a face.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to try that.
Try.
I'm going to try that.
Oh, yeah.
Next question. Let's see. What's the most dramatic things that you've said to yourself while you're painting alone?
Dramatic thing?
Yes.
At the time, like, you're not gonna have enough weed to finish this. At the time.
Okay. Good answer.
Yeah, that's dramatic because what the heck? And in hindsight now, for sure.
Now, if your career is a theme song, what song would it be?
Good one. Theme song. T.I., My Life, Your Entertainment.
Okay. I love that song.
Yeah.
Okay, great. If someone asked you to paint their pet animal
Oh, I love doing that.
and the pet was not cute, would you say yes?
I'm a pet lover. I think they're all cute.
I know you. I know
There's
you had a few
nothing
dogs.
that you
still
want to
have
paint.
dogs?
Yeah, they're 14.
Wow.
I love them. There's nothing a client asked me to paint that I wouldn't paint. I can't even go into details because I didn't sign an NDA, but I don't. Yeah.
Wow.
This one.
What's the pettiest creative disagreement you ever had with yourself?
Pettiest?
Because you stated that you are your worst critic.
Yeah.
So, what's the pettiest?
I wouldn't say pettiest, but it cost me a lot. I would say costliest. Like, I think sometimes I'm afraid somebody's going to say no, so I lower my price because I'm scared somebody's going to be like, no. I think I could have been charging so much more at some point. And I'm scared to lose that clientele, or I just want to open that door, so I make it easy.
What's the most you ever charged for a piece of art?
45
$45,000? Mm-hmm.
for a piece of 40, because I did lower it. It was for the silliest painting too. It was
It
huge.
was silly to you, but
It was a
consumer-
panda, but it was huge. I had to build the frame because it was like from here all the way to there. But it was so easy to make. I mean,
I can't make it.
I guess. It almost made me feel like,
And,
like
which
if you
take
only knew.
Which take me back to what you just said. You feel like you should charge more.
Yeah. No, but this was so silly. It made me like,
But that's the
I'm
word of-
happy. I'm
but-
happy now. And like, I'm happy. But,
But that's the word. That's the word of art.
I know.
I've seen a lot of pieces that goes for 100, 200, $300,000, and I'm looking at them like, this is silly. I would never. A banana taped on the wall, millions.
I think it's like this one is like shock effect. Yeah,
I wouldn't pay for it.
I've had it. Yeah,
Who is your favorite painter, dead or alive?
my dad.
Your dad. Okay, dad
He had
is
a
number
dark,
one.
a dark side.
He had a dark side.
Yeah, just painting stuff. That's just like
So you
I think
just
people would
watching.
look at him like,
Wow.
yeah.
Have you ever been to any art auctions?
No, I would love to.
You would love to.
I had, yeah, maybe I have been. I don't know, but not like the one I see in the movies and everything.
It might be completely different than what we see on TV.
Yeah, perhaps.
Because television, inflated everything.
Yeah,
I would
or maybe it's better.
probably.
Yeah, I can imagine a room with. I mean, they're not inflating it because Basquiat goes for so much. I promise you, I believe they are paying for it.
Of course, I'm pretty sure. Now, let's scale back. Let's go touch base on your style, your sense of creativity, and your sense of fashion. Do you incorporate your painting with your style, with your sense of fashion as well? Like as far as if you're stepping out.
Man, it varies. I like to be. I'm getting older, so okay. I like to be classy in a way, but I have a voluptuous body that doesn't allow me to always want that achieve the classy look that I intend to have. I love my curves, so I like to kind of show it off, but also I do have a style, but if I could, I'll walk around with sweatpants a lot. Sweatpants, no bra, just being free.
Be free.
Yeah, because those are like
I think
the
that's
most
the artistic side of
comfortable, And then remember, I have created this persona, ArtLaurea, you know what I mean? And when I have kind of like molded people's mind to see me a certain way. I would like to say manipulate, but molded. So a lot of time I want to step out like Laurenee, that's the artist, and I remember that tread lightly because you're two different people.
Is that your alter ego?
Yeah, I like to think so.
So it's
But-
Laurenee and ArtLaurea.
Yeah, but I have created this brand for so long that sometimes it's kind of like I have to try to remember who am I representing right now in my life and what's Laurenee outside of ArtLaurea. And it becomes very challenging.
Okay, so what transition? So you're trying to make a transition right now, or you're trying to rebranding?
Not rebranding because I fell in love with other art type. Like I do interior designing now.
Okay.
And I never knew I would love it so much, but my dad used to build houses and do interior designing, and I can remember him having these big stack of books with all the rooms, different colors that came from America and everything, and he used to just fold the little side paper so he can pick which one he loved the best and everything. So I was exposed to that too. So as I'm doing it, I'm like, Daddy.
Wow.
Like that's another thing, like I kind of fell in love because that's what I was exposed to. And I love interior design because I treat it like a canvas.
Let me ask you a question. Since we are on, talking about interior designing, have you ever walked into a room or you designing somebody's home and you look at a blank wall and be like, I would love to just put.
I did.
You did? Mm-hmm. Explain.
So I had a client, my one of my client, which is like, and let me tell you how I started this career. So I was doing a project for a client of mine, and she had just met me, and she's the top collector of mine now. She probably has like, we counted 15 paintings of mine. Yeah. Wow. But that was her first painting she was doing. And then she explained to me what she wanted, so I started working on it, put down her down payment and everything. She comes to see the painting because of the process and everything, to tell me like, yeah, keep going, blah, blah, blah. Because I let client have insight when it's a custom piece that they want to have done, you know? And then she was telling me how she was foreclosing on a house. At the time, I lived in Maryland. So that was 3 years ago. And she was foreclosed 3.5 years ago, foreclosing in the house. And I was like, oh, man. No, actually, I said, you know what? I love interior design. She was like, that's crazy. I'm foreclosing in a house. I would love for you to help me. And I said, man, whatever. And I was just reminding her of that she was reminding me of that the other day. And she said, do you remember what you told me? And I said to you, she said, we can go see it if you want, and you can have the job, and just tell me your price. She said, you remember what you said to me? And I said, what? I think I said, only if you allow me to mess up. And she was like, no, that's not what you said. You said, can I fuck up? That's what I said. That's what I said. Can I fuck up? She was like, that's your first job. I got you. I'll be there helping you and being whatever. That was one of the most beautiful houses. I walked in. My mind is like Photoshop. So right now I'm in the room with you. I can picture you right now with no seats underneath of you. I can picture the whole room white in my mind right now as I'm talking to you. So all I did was walk in, and I'm like, open concept, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And when it was time to tell the contractors that I hired, I want this done here, and they're like, no, the measurement, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I measured it in my head. And they're like, we got to come back and let you know because it's not something you can know. And you take 2 weeks to tell me something I originally told you that could be possible. Like, so I picked where the bathroom would be, the room, the hallway. I created a whole hallway for them.
Wow.
She's an art collector, so she needed space and whatever. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. And she's still your friend till this day.
She's my mentor.
She's your mentor.
Mm-hmm. I love her. Shout out, Darlene.
As an interior decorator, what's it like as far as, is it challenging because it's somewhat a male-dominant industry? Well,
I think the design part is not. Mm-hmm. But when I was trying, so I think like 3 months ago, I wanted to get away so much from ArtLaurea. I even told some of my close friends I no longer wanted to paint because I wanted to just like prove myself that there's more than ArtLaurea, you know, like. And I did the contracting part, project manager part, and then the design part. And I had to understand that
you had no time to paint.
I had no time. I wasn't making time to paint neither. Like, that's not, I was going full force to trying to prove myself that I can do this, and that's about to be my new thing. And I've realized that I don't have that much control when it comes to that part of the job because...
Which part? Contracting?
Contracting, and then the project managing, you know, because I have to tell grown men what to do. That doesn't work. I'm short, I'm petite, I'm pretty. You know, like, in their head, it's like, there's no way you're telling me what to do right now. Like, you don't know what you're doing. I've been doing this for 15 years, and blah, 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 blah. And I have no time to micromanage grown men or whatever. So and
that's the most challenging part?
Yeah, and I also realized by the time they have to do their work, I have to wait for me to get to the ultimate part, which is the design, and it's just by that time the fire is gone, like, and it's not coming out the way I want it. So now my design doesn't seem to be the best anymore. Like, uh,
I think that's all in your head.
no, it's not. I had one of the most traumatic 3 months, like stressful ever, the past 3 months. But I still love interior design. I just came back from Pittsburgh to put my mentor's house together from moving from Port St. Lucie to Pittsburgh. So all the furniture that I had in Port St. Lucie, I made them work in Pittsburgh. And she loves that space. And they're like, oh my God, you can tell you had an interior decorator there. Like, yeah, baby. Pop my color.
I think you're slowly trying to rebrand.
As soon as.
Go ahead. What's the name of the new company?
I have a name. I do. That's what I do. It's an umbrella. It's an umbrella. ArtLaurea is always going to be there. I've come to term with that.
Okay.
Like, ArtLaurea is always going to be there.
You are making that transition right there, right here, right now, in front of the whole world.
What?
You're converting over. But
yeah, because
one thing I know, and I can tell you, painting is not going anywhere. It's gonna follow you for the rest of your life.
I know.
It's not gonna go nowhere.
I know.
The more you're trying to avoid it,
I know. It's my
the more it's gonna chase you
God-given
around.
talent.
It's your God-given talent.
These hands are anointed.
And you have been, listen, exactly, absolutely. You have been doing it for such a very long time. You become art.
Yeah, I am. I've been told.
You are like art, basically. That's what it is. Whenever somebody mentions your name, that's what they associate you with.
Yeah, I know.
And it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Yes,
And I see.
Yes, people will come to you for interior design because they know you have a great sense of creativity, which is a very good attribute, and is gonna boost, that side of the business. But art is not going anywhere.
I know. But I also like interior designing because it allows me to create a space for my art. Yeah. I like when somebody walk in the house, just like they will know which one is my painting, they will know that I touched that house.
Yeah, I think it's the emotional side of it.
Yeah.
That gets you going. What's the latest project have you done that you did?
I just came back from, right now I'm working on a gate. I'm doing a gate that hasn't been done in 35 years because the paint on it, like a metal gate, the paint kind of like wore off. And the crazy part is like sometimes I just take projects to just be project, and I'm just trying to make the money and then just give them, I know I'm gonna do great, give them what they ask for. But then it's like, as I'm doing the painting, the grandpa comes, and then there's the son there's the sister, and then they're like, and I'm listening to conversation, and they're like, Dad, who painted the wall before her? And he was like, I don't know. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna put my name there so nobody ever asks who did the wall. I wanna be, when they pass down, they're like, Laurenee did that wall, and it's gonna make me feel good. Like I'm gonna leave my footprint in Florida.
Art is you. You love art.
Yeah, man.
What's the big misconception that people have about art, about painting?
They say a lot, the struggling artists, like money-wise. I think it's more like a mental thing for artists. Like as far as like, we make money. We are money makers.
Of course.
Like, we literally create money. Not like, we could create money too by painting it, whatever. We are in control of the money making, as far as like, it's always here to be made because it's in your head. It's not like something that, like, I know that's like really sound weird, but I even said, if I ever, like, God forbid I'm in jail I will find a way to paint on these walls. Like, I don't care if it's Kool-Aid. I don't care. Like, I'm going to be able to paint. It's never going to get out of my head. Like,
exactly.
There's nothing. So I feel like it's always disposable to make something.
Do you think most artists are very dark?
Mm-hmm.
In what sense?
It's depressing sometimes. That's why I have to.
We have lost a few artists.
Yeah.
With depressions and
also
substance
drugs,
abuse.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah. That's why I watch TV shows and watch other things, because if I was to stare at the painting for too long, I start being in my head. Like, so many, no, not hallucinating, but so many thoughts are going through my head. I'm replaying my life. I'm going, what happened today? What should I do? It's not a break from yourself. You're literally in your head and you're just painting and painting.
Wow.
Like, so it gets depressing. Yeah.
Definitely. I have quite a few more questions for you, but we're gonna save that for part 2. We gotta bring you back.
Really?
Definitely, because we gotta talk about the dark side, and we're gonna talk about the money, and also the artistry, in general. But before we go, here's just a final question. What is your guilty pleasure? What is something that you just gotta have? You just constantly buying it over and over. Something that you're constantly spending money on.
It used to be weed. I don't do that no more. Like,
what's the new one?
I don't really have.
You don't have one?
Food? I like eating.
You like to eat?
Yeah, I like to eat. But good question. It's like, I'm very easy to please. I don't really have much that my life is pretty simple.
Simple.
Yeah. No guilty pleasure at all.
No? Nothing you can think of?
I do. I have an addiction to Candy Crush. So sometimes I buy points.
So you buy points.
And lives. I mean, my daughter always makes fun of me. She's like, you've been playing this game since I was, because it came out like 12 years ago, so 5 years ago. Yeah, and I had 2 phones, and then I reached, so there's like 12,000 levels or 13,000 levels. Like,
what?
Right? And I was at level 5,000 something in one of my phone.
So you spent a lot of money on Candy Crush.
Kind of, but not anymore, because it's getting down to like.
So you're getting.
I'm just way better. But I will say, why slow down? Like, if I was at my 5,000, it would have been great. But one of my phone broke. Like, it was still good, but I was like, I can't play Candy Crush, and I had to switch phone. And I got another phone while I had that phone still. And I'm watching like that 5,006 something. And then when I start over, they put me at level like 1,000. I was writing Candy Crush, like hotline, like, hey, what's going on? Like, and then the chat, like, when people are talking, they're like, you can never get in contact with Candy Crush. And if they email you one time and they don't find you, they kind of want to close their account. I said, oh my God. So now I'm at level 1625. And I've been playing it for like a week and I can't win. And I'm not spending money. So here goes my guilty pleasure. I'm such a simple girl.
Well, definitely. We're going to bring you back for part 2. And we're going to dive, deeper into... the next conversation is going to be it's going to be kind of dark, because I need to kind of get in your head as an artist to know exactly what you guys be thinking about as you painting, and how do you guys get in the zone where sometimes you sit in a dark room and just paint. Definitely.
You can't sit in a dark room. You need light.
But we're gonna get busy to it.
But I had my dark moments. Yes, I sure do have my dark moment. And as I got closer to God, it wasn't so much of a dark moment, or grief makes you feel that way. I was grieving my auntie, so I had really time where I was just mad and painting and crying, like my eyes would get swollen, and I keep trying to tell, like I used to tell my friend as they just sitting around, I'm like, just don't touch me. Not in a mean way, but don't stop it. Don't feel bad for me. Let me get that out my system. You know what I mean? Or like getting closer to God, and I'm like, I feel God's presence, and it feels good. So not necessarily dark moment, but moment of pure, intimate vulnerability with myself.
Excellent. So definitely. Well,
thank you for having me.
Laurea, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for listening.
Well, there you have it. Each and every week, we bring real people with real story.
Okay.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment, share, and likes. Social Link Podcast.